Dice Gaming. So, we've talked about things that are coming out for Atomic Mass games. Today we're going to talk about things that are coming out for Wizards of the Coast. And I am so excited. So we're going to talk a little bit about what is coming in September. Let's start with that month. We already have heard about Icewind Dale, the Rime of the Frost Maiden. Just so you know, it's for level 1 to level 12. That's the extent of that campaign. I'm actually quite excited because I've seen quite a bit of things come through from it. The next thing that is coming out is also tied to the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden. It is the Dice and Miscellany set. Wow, it's hard to say. And that is coming out on the 29th of September. That gives you dice, monster cards, a dice box, and maps. So if you're having trouble with trying to get things situated and everything, DMs, guess what? Your help is coming in about 14 days, 2 weeks. So keep your eyes open. The next thing is let's go ahead and talk about October. I did notice quite a few things. My wife is going to lose her mind right now because coming out on October 1st is something called Cutie Marks and Dragons. This is My Little Pony. They're literally My Little Pony figures dressed up as Dungeons and Dragons people, and it actually comes with its own D20. I don't know what this is about yet, but my wife right now, as she's watching this, is losing her mind. But that's okay. The next one is Adventure Begins. This seems like it's more of a board game. It's open for 2 to 4 people over the age of 10. And from what I've noticed is that the DM role changes as the turns go. It's kind of a different little aspect, but if no one's ever done Dungeons and Dragons before and they're a little worried about what it's all about or how to even do it, I could see this as maybe being something that would entice them to getting into the fold. You know, join us. Geeks Unite. So the next thing that's going to come out, it's going to take a little while after that, is the 20th of October. And that is when we're going to get the Curse of Strahd revamped. Now, Curse of Strahd is a 1 to 10 campaign that takes place in Barovia. In this, you get the Curse of Strahd book, of course. You get a 20-page Creatures of Horror book. So basically, I think they're separating the creatures from the story so it'd be easier to access the creatures, which sounds nice. You get an 8-page Taroka deck booklet. A lot of people don't realize that the Taroka deck doesn't just tell you where to find the secret items. Yes, it does tell you where to find the secret items. Don't get me don't get anything twisted on that. But it also can be used kind of as a tarot deck. So when your players come in, you can start pulling out cards, kind of as if you're telling a fortune. And you can use those cards and be as vague as possible. And oh my god, Madame Ava was right! That's awesome! Taroka deck. 8 pages. The next thing that's going to be coming is a cover sheet picture. And what it is it's going to be a picture of Strahd. People are going to see what Strahd looks like in brilliant color. But on the other side is what you're seeing, which is his full stat block. That means while everyone's looking at Strahd's, depends on what they say, pretty, disgusting, horrific, handsome, whatever you want to go with, face. You are basically getting ready to throw the dice. The next thing you get is a Dungeon Master screen. And I love Dungeon Master screens. It's really hard to find the good ones. It was a while ago they came out with Dungeon Master Screen Reincarnated. So it looks kind of like that this screen is going to have that kind of aspect. It's going to look kind of like a shield or a cardboard, so that not just hides your dice, but gives you some good information, not just to be a DM, but I'm hoping maybe some good information on Barovia. Not sure as to what it'll look like yet. Also, you'll get a double-sided poster map. So it's a poster-sized map of Barovia. If you look in the book, the only map you get of Barovia is maybe about yay big. It is tiny. This poster map, I think, will be nice because now you can actually see it a lot more clearly. You know, you can hide it you can basically hang it on a wall right behind you as people are pointing to where they are, and it's fantastic. But on the other side of the poster board is a full map of Castle Ravenloft. Castle Ravenloft takes an entire chapter in the Curse of Strahd book. It is huge! Tons of dungeons, tons of rooms, tons of passageways. You will get lost. Not just as a player, because players are going to get lost, that's what they do. As a DM, you're going to get lost. This is very sandboxy, and not only is the whole game sandboxy, but the dungeon itself is super huge. The next thing you'll find is one thing that I actually thought was kind of cool, is a foil stamped Tarokka deck. That's right, just like your foil Charizard that you have at home, you will now be able to have a full deck of foil cards to be able to tell these amazing fortunes with. You know, so that is one thing I'm looking forward to seeing. You also get a postcard set. This is amazing. You could take the postcards, you could actually send them and invite people to come to your game, and it kind of looks like one of those, like, come to sunny Barovia, you know, and like you could put a little note saying, wish you were here, a little blood splatter, please help us. You know, it's great. So look out for that one. I actually think it's kind of cool. I mean, I own a lot of the stuff myself. I do own the Tarokka deck and I own the book. I still see it to be kind of funny. I would hope that maybe I can entice Wizards of the Coast to sell the postcards by themselves, because that's so cool. The next thing is coming out on the 27th October. It's called the Hero's Feast. So what is a Hero's Feast? Well, not only is it a spell, which it is, it's a cookbook. It's an actual cookbook based on Dungeons and Dragons. So it's literally based off the races of Dungeons and Dragons, the hardy foods of the halflings, the meat of the humans, or the red meat of the orcs, even to the vegetable diet of the elves. It gives you a lot of different ideas, including drink recipes. There's one that I saw in there I'm actually looking forward to making called the Mind Flayer. I am excited. So I am going to lose my mind when I get this book. I'm probably going to be busy in my kitchen. I do love to cook. The next thing you'll see is in November. This is going to be a little further down, but I do want to mention it because Wizards of the Coast just released it about a couple days ago. And it's called Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. So you've seen Xanathar's guide, and everybody loves Xanathar's. It's a great book. They're making a second one. They're making one based off Tasha. Now, Tasha was also an adventurer. I think Xanathar was more of a bad guy, but this one goes off Tasha. And basically, she's taking her knowledge and throwing it into a book, you know, to give it to people who need it. So the first thing that it does have in there is expanded subclasses. I have a feeling, I'm not sure, but they were play testing a bunch of subclasses in UA. I would like to see if maybe some of them would be in there. Wizards of the Coast, if you haven't printed the book yet, the Warlock subclass, the Patron, the Undead Patron, loved it. There's also more character options, different things you can do. Group patrons, so that means instead of having just a Warlock having patrons, everybody can have. You can belong to a guild, and these guild masters are basically helping you as you adventure, providing you with rewards and gifts so that you can continue on. It's great. Spells, artifacts, and even magic tattoos are coming in. So keep an eye open for that, because I kind of want to see what they're going to do with magic tattoos. It sounds like it might be interesting, like runic tattoos that you put on your body and they give some sort of weird power. Next thing is our expanded rules. They will help you with finally understanding, I've done it quite a bit, but for new DMs, on how to run a Session 0. Session 0s can be quite detailed or quite blah. So this can kind of give you an idea as to how to get your characters together, how to bring in an adventure hook, and how to keep everybody going. Because the whole idea is not just to run a game in a world, but it's to bring these groups together to make an actual cohesive story. The next thing you'll see is supernatural environments, sidekicks, even ideas on how to parlay with monsters. It's like, yeah, stop killing me, orc. I want peace. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Another one that they're actually adding is puzzles and traps. Traps are nice, but they're giving us puzzles, guys. Actually, ways that we can actually trick our players. And players, you never heard this from me. I do look forward to seeing a lot of these. I actually am excited to try them out. I've tried a few things out in the past, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Wizards of the Coast will do as they continue. As always, guys, it's been a pleasure. I really love this game, and I love sharing this game with you all. If you like what we do, smash that like button, hit the subscribe, keep with us. We'll definitely keep doing this. Even though it is not easy and it's not cheap, we will definitely keep trying to do this to give you the best information possible so that you can have the best game possible. So, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Check us on Patreon. And as always, happy trails.